Glad to have you with us from Miami Gardens, Florida. A perfect evening for college football. Fans already showing to you as the Canes are ready to tee it up and get this season started. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Got it, looking for a first. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Nice run there on first. gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to get to it. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Perkins. Now adjusting. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, UCLA 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is good! And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops farmer and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's going to pass on second down. He finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
No gain on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Glad to have you with us from Miami Gardens, Florida. A perfect evening for college football. Fans already showing to you as the Canes are ready to tee it up and get this season started. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Smashes ahead. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in.
And your Miami
Stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Well, jet sweep pass. Oh, look out. The tag. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bruins. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run the option. At the 35, he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Here's the handoff. Just ran him over. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
The incompletion brings up a second down.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. Smashes through. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him...
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Might as well stick with him. Sweet cut there. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But
lets it fly. And that ball is picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the right. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
On the option. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you can add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
Miami 14, UCLA 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He breaks a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They go to the draw. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Right back to it. Just buried it. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to
a shot toward the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Lewis wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
It's a draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. On the move.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now he's looking to throw it. And the defense got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you can be coordinated.
Lewis to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll immediately call timeout. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Now they'll try the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Oh, the ball's out on the return.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Lewis to throw. He's got his man.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Now on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixed.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Touchdown, Bruins! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Canes want to crank the tempo. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Perkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 35.
And as a defense, you have to be aware. Just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bruins will hustle to the line. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy. But you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking off. The give out of the gun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Direct snap.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just steamrolling his way through. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. It's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let...
Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Unloads it downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the QB.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Perkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.